Well, as soon as you see that pirate ship in the north end zone, you know exactly where we are. It's the home of the Buccaneers, Raymond James Stadium in Tampa Bay. Today, we see who's better in the NFC between the Arizona Cardinals and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Chad Ryland will have the honor of getting us started, and we're off and running from Raymond James. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's first and 10. Throwing now off the play action. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. He can't hang on to the pass. So it'll be second down. He had him, Brock. Throw was on target. Gotta help your guy out early in the game, right?
Yeah, it's not on the quarterback. I think we can all see that was a catchable ball. But I've got a feeling he'll volunteer to take some of the blame anyway. That's just the way he's wired.
Second and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion. On the ground, this is Trey Benson. This is ahead for about 5. Tackle made by Cole Bishop.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Throwing on third down. Finds Benson out of the backfield. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
First and 10, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the play. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
That's just so good. Your guys to do. So not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
Benson on the counter. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Got a couple yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's second and 12. Looking in the air here. Connecting on the slant. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Move the chains. Got to move them chains. Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Offense getting set. Here's first and 10.
Come on. Hit. Craft all 80.
Give up the gut to Benson. Makes a tackle. Had some room to work, and he took advantage. Give him 7.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
Running for the marker on second. And he stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Solid opening drive so far, Brock. Few chances to cap it here. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. They're 3 yards closer to the end zone. Here comes second and goal.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Okay, ready?
They're lining up on the doorstep. Second and goal from inside the 1.
Ready? Ready, ready.
Go to him again. And he's not going to score. He stopped short. Actually might have lost a couple back at the 2.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
2 yards away from a touchdown to begin this game. Here's third and goal.
Let's go.
They're going to try and throw it here. And it's brought in. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals finish up an excellent opening series. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throats.
The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Rashad White on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's first and 10. Drive begins with a run by Irving. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with second and 1.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down.
Let's go now. Let's go.
They're going play action. Caught, nice game left side. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
They'll work against the blitz. As in running the comeback. Nothing to it after the catch, but a good gain on it. They're down to the 35. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
All set to go now from the 35. Going now on first down. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. Second down coming up.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on first down. Sticking to the air here. Ooh, on him quick there, and they bring him to the turf. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends him backwards ahead of third down.
Kid, all the data lately has taught us really clearly. Sacks, negative yardage plays. They not only just destroy that play, they destroy drives. Well done, defense.
Defense gunning for a stop here. It's third down.
Let's go. Let's go.
Third and long for him here. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
Okay, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and third downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
Field goal attempts coming here from Chad Ryland. He better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. And it doesn't have the leg. They called on him from deep, but he just can't get it there. And the deficit stays at 7.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready, 1st and 10.
Fix the eagle. Fix the eagle.
They'll come out throwing. He puts some air under it deep down the left. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. That's going to send it back to the line for 2nd.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Okay, break.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Ready.
They run the counter with White. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4.
Ready. Move it.
Back to throw. And that's away for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
The Cardinals out for the punt. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. He'll take it from the 1. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Bucks to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Pack the 60. Pack the 60.
We give to Irving to start this drive. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
So before they can get set and snap it, the clock runs out on quarter 1. 7-0 is our score. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They'll have 2nd and 7 to deal with. Off the play fake, he'll throw. And put everything he's got behind it. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. They'll air it out on third. Complete beyond the marker. Shoots away from one. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
First and 10 now from the 46. Here's a throw. Catch made left side by Palmer. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Here's the give to Irving. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
38-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7. The give for the first time to Rachaad White. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. Man, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Here he goes. 3rd and long. Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did. Wasted no time in getting that sack.
Tampa Bay in punt formation now. And he'll try to hit this one well. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18. Ready?
And off to Benson to start the drive. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Ready?
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5.
Let's go now. 77 Wolf. Go.
Benson once more. This ride forward halted after a couple of yards. Stopped that time by Jamel Dean.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
The Buccaneers go to the nickel, 3rd down. Short yardage run for White. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
So a fresh set of downs now from the 39. This time it's a passing play. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Defender arrives right the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. 70 Timberwolves.
Now an inside give to Benson. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all games. This one's quickly mopped up, too.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go. Ready.
Throw here, 3rd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
He'll get it at the 9. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. He's going to go down. The Cardinals got to him. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Well into this first half, still struggling to find any rhythm, and that's what sacks do. That is why these defenders get paid big money when they get those sacks in the stat column, because as you're seeing today, it totally disrupts the rhythm, the continuity, and any success for an offense.
Need to shake off that sack and quick. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to throw here. On him again, and he goes down again. It's a repeat of the last play. That's going to bring them to 3rd down.
All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate, now. We got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again. Find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down.
Here we go. 60, go.
Now looking to throw. And we're still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up. The Buccaneers out and into punt formation. Not much room, but he's still able to crush it. Collects this at the 35. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Working now from the gun. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He's going to get it to Marvin Harrison Jr. there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they've just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. To the air on third and long. This is going to be down to, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. They strike for 23 yards. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run. Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Fits it through the middle. They stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
Clean breakup on that throw, and now it's second down.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Throwing it again here. Throw left side, complete. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals grow their lead just before halftime.